the 8 major Hawaiian islands. The volcanoes went extinct here approximately 4 million years ago. All these big canyons that we just flew by here, carved by rainwater coming off the top of the island. And all their rivers tie into the Waimea River out our right door. That's why it's always filled with red sediment and named red water by the Hawaiians.
Like a little mini Grand Canyon, huh?
Absolutely. Beneath us, Po'omau Canyon.
Could you just imagine if they were around and saw highways on the sacred grounds? How would they feel about this modern city life?
If you look across to your right door, you're looking all right front, you're looking all the way across the island. You'll notice that the terrain way out there, where it almost touches the clouds, curves up a little bit. That's the top of Mount Waialeale. Most of the area up on top of the island is designated as the Alakai Swamps. As that water filters on a gentle slope from east out there to west towards us, it creates bogs and swamps across the top of the island. And up here is where most of the native bird species still live.
Cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken away, and then yet you'll find Hawaii. Could you just imagine it?
You're looking at some campgrounds. This is still part of Kokei State Park below us. Little day use and campground areas. In a moment, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to drop right into the middle, up in the Napali Coast Wilderness State Park. 17 miles of the most gorgeous coastline you'll ever see in your life. And not a single road in it. If you want to visit, you come by boat, kayak, or you hike in like I did this last weekend. The name Napali, it means the cliffs. In front of us, the unforgettable Napali Coast. When you visit Waimea Canyon, continue on the road and you'll end up right here at the Pu'ulika Observation Deck. Looking down into this canyon, if it's clear, spectacular views.
Wow! Did you hike the 11-mile in?
I did. It was brutal. Brutal hard. And I'm in pretty good shape. Right below us, the Kalalau Beach Campground, the end of the 11.5-mile brutal hard trail. 5,000 feet of elevation change up and down in that 11.5 miles. We're in a 40-pound pack. It hurts.
Spend a few days doing that?
Hiked in, camped one day, and hiked out. 3 days. It'd be more optimum to have 2 or 3 days in between so your legs and your body can recover. Ualolo Valley. I heard giggling back there.
Wow. We love to fly.
Might get buffeted just a little bit as we come around the corner by the wind here. On the right, Pui Valley.
Lots of caves down there, it looks like.
Along the waterline, there's lava tubes they call the sea caves. That's the Hanapu Arch you just pointed at. And this is the Hanapu Valley. So Hanapu is a very sacred valley to Native Hawaiians. It was used in ancient times for the burial of their chiefs. Their grave sites were hidden into these hillsides to prevent detection. The Hawaiians believed that the chief's mana, his spiritual power, remained in his bones. And they feared that if found, that the power of those bones could be used for evil.
So I wonder if they hiked the body in here or moved it over.
They never buried the body. You see, the Hawaiians believed that the bones were where the spirit was stored, so they stripped the flesh of the chief off of his bones before they buried the bones.
I mean, how did they get over here?
But they say there was a trail, and I've heard of people hiking over here. If not, they could have come by their outrigger canoes. Over the centuries, the terrain has changed a lot right through here. Parts of it collapsing off and such, so. That big mound of sand below us is where they buried the villagers. Yep. Out the right, the Kalalau Beach Campground, the end of the Pike. Recommendation, come by kayak. It's a cute little campground. If you try to get a permit, they'll say they're sold out until like November. Nobody in there has permits. There's tons of spots.
You had mentioned hunting. What exactly are they hunting out here?
Did I mention hunting? I did? Up in Kokei Park area, or along the west shore, there's designated hunting areas where they hunt black-tailed deer, which were brought here from Oregon in the 60s, and wild goats, which came with European settlers, and they're all now feral. The goats are all on the hillsides up in here. The deer are mostly up on top and in Waimea Canyon. And down in the creek bottoms, pig. But you're not going to find many pigs or chickens in this valley because everybody's eating them.
We, when we were driving in from the airport, we almost hit one.
Chicken?
Pig.
Oh, a pig, yeah. Big pig.
You have a great job.
So Native Hawaiians, thank you, have not lived in this valley for almost 200 years, but there are people that do live in this valley, even today. And they are called, yep, right below us, they're called the hippies. They've been here since the 70s. Over the years, the base has changed, the camps live on, and they call themselves the Lost Tribe. Told by the Park Service at times upwards of 40 to 50 people. They run around naked and they grow a little pakalolo in the hillsides. The rangers try to kick them out and they just gather up more gear and come back.
Unbelievable how clear that water is.
There's your hiking trail out the right, the Kalalau. It's not only difficult, but there's some very dangerous sections. You trip and fall, look right here above the red bluffs here. Trust me, you trip and fall off that trail, you are not stopping yourself, you're gone. The trail's about 2 feet wide. It is a little unnerving, and it's all gravelly dirt. The most infamous section of the trail is at the bottom of this dark rock face on the corner right out the right door coming up. It's called Crawler's Ledge because it's so scary as you go around that rock face. But I found a lot of the other sections just as scary. There's some more of the sea caves. That small tour boat just came out of it. That's the one that has a little natural skylight up through the top of it. As I mentioned, they're actually lava tubes. If you do want to get your hike on, but you don't want to kill yourself going down the coast, you can come to Hanakapiai Beach right here. 2 miles each direction on this trail, on the Kalalau. You can also go 2 more miles up the back of the valley to Hanakapiai Falls. That is an 8-miler, but it is worth it. There's a huge pool with a raining down waterfall in it. It's gorgeous. About 6 hours of hiking time for most. We're going to turn around in a moment, ladies, on the left. Out the right door, this mountain with the Pinnacle Ridge up on top is none other than Bali High from South Pacific. The musical was filmed here in 1957. They used this mountain for the shot. Alrighty, Lauren, get your camera ready. I'll roll out here for you in a second. Alright, yeah. How's that for Purdy?
Oh my goodness. If you look kind of out the back right, way in the back of Hanakapiai Valley now with the lighting